we still believe. Only fools in SFC.
Hello everyone, welcome to Midweek Mackems. It's our Halloween special if you hadn't guessed. It's good to see it's not good to see anyone. Where is everyone? Joining me tonight we have the Mandalorian for Black Cats TV. How you doing, Mando?
This is the way.
Excellent. And we have the Mask joining us from Only Fools in SAFC. How are you doing, the Mask?
Somebody stop me!
And just the demon that is Michael Bowers. How are you doing?
I prefer to think of myself as Darth Maul, and unfortunately in the Star Wars movies he doesn't even talk. So, but Conrad will know from the Clone Wars he does. But yes, I'm not doing too badly. And I see your latex makeup is looking really good, Mike. How are you doing?
Excellent. I just, last minute, I didn't have a costume, got myself a box knife. Just, they just got to wing it. Just got to wing it. For the listeners on Spotify and stuff like that, we are fancy dressed up here. I've got FTM carved into my head. Conrad has come with a Mandalorian helmet. It's just one of those toy showing off rather than anything else.
When I didn't realise when you breathe in here, it fucking clouds up this bit, so I can't see anything now.
Can you not? You can't see a thing, no.
Hey! You just come and you just go, epic this is.
And when
to read this later on, I've got to look at it like this. I didn't think it through.
For those on Spotify, Conrad in his Mandalorian helmet is just looking all over the place, and even from his body language, you can tell he just looks like confused as to what he's going to do.
He looks like the lost Mandalorian. Wayne Doran from Only Fools and SAFC has come as the Mask, full effort, like the mask, the suit and everything, with sporting the white Sunderland shirts underneath, of course. And Michael Bowers, I can barely see you. This is why I said demon. Is Darth Maul, but it's like he's proper in the shadows. It's quite scary, actually. It's very fitting.
As Conrad knows, those Sith Lords are always in the shadows.
In the chat, we had Tony Huntington first to the post at 3:20 p.m. He was very keen. Hi Wayne, just points needed to be safe. The 92-93 season, Crystal Palace were relegated with 49 points. Borough, who had 44. We could need 50 points to be safe. Las Palmas Mackems says, evening lads. John Rosenbreyer says, evening everyone. Paul Armstrong says, hi lads. And John Boy says, evening everyone. James says, evening boy and girls and children of all ages. Emma says, oh my God, bye. Good evening lads. Jimmy said, why isn't Michael wearing a mask?
He is.
Cheeky bellend. Love it.
Does Darth Maul like clean sheets too?
Hey, clean sheets are the way. Don't disrespect clean sheets.
John says, hi all, holy #T. Yeah, evening pauses. There we go. Looking good, lads, James.
Have you seen James's comment on mine?
What's James said? Wayne's the winner of the competition. He can go to bed half an hour early.
He can just sleep in his mask and pretend he's actually awake.
Well, because it was Halloween, it was a 3-hour special, so we'll let Wayne go to bed in 2.5 hours. It's not a problem. Conrad's give up already. He's the first one to give up.
I needed to breathe. I will put it back on to answer each of my questions.
I'm in for a full eyebrow and fringe wax when I've got to take mine off, so it's going to be agony. So I'll be doing mine off camera. So Anyway, that's enough shenanigans for now. We'll let you vote on who's come the best dressed later on. Let's get straight into it. And we'll obviously go to the superb last match. What a time to be doing Midweek Mackems after beating Chelsea 2-1. Absolutely superb. But let's start at the very beginning. Conrad, you saw the lineups come out. What did you think? Exactly as we expected?
Tommy Talk is going to be in the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I've got to rush to it every time. Yes.
Did you think this was the way when he released the lineup?
I had the other option, which was Darth Vader, but that's really fucking heavy. Like, so,
I should have
yeah,
come around yours, Conrad. You could have given us a Darth Vader mask.
probably
Do some
could have.
safe breathing.
Yeah. Can you remind me what the lineup was?
No.
No. Okay. Cool. I think Reynaldo came in at left back. Traore retained his place, as far as I remember. Truda came in for Alderete. It did look like, I thought, a back three with the wing backs, but for when we were out of possession. And Jesus, it's hard to breathe in here when you want to talk long answers. I'm going to have to give short ones. I was surprised.
Up on the back of the lineup, if that helps, Conrad. You can see it. Oh, never mind. There you go.
There you go.
Nice.
So I think Wayne, you pretty much predicted that one. I think that's almost as you called it, more or less, isn't it?
Pretty much. We had to go with the back five, didn't we? I'm just pleased that he learned from his mistakes at Man United. And to be fair, he nailed it. Reinaldo comes straight back in. Chris Rigg probably a little unlucky for a drop out, really. To be fair, but I think somebody had to be sacrificed, and Trudy started in there at that left side of defence role, and I was more than happy when I saw the lineup. Very, very strong team, and there wasn't really a weak link anywhere on the pitch. To be fair, I know we criticised Traore, didn't we, last week? But I thought Traore in the first half put his best game for us. Looks a lot sharper, was working harder, but the lineup was top notch, first class. Couldn't fault it.
Excellent. Yeah, team was definitely smoking. Michael Bowers, the lineup when you first saw it announced before we started, did you think that's it, we're having it, or did you think we were parking the bus?
That's it. The mask makes us better looking on.
Did you think we were going to do well, or did you think they were going to maul us?
Get
the ball in.
To anyone who has not watched Star Wars, first of all, get yourself a life, and secondly, I feel for you for not getting any of these references. Yeah, well, when I looked at the lineup, I was the same as Wayne. I felt like it was going to have to be a back five, just because in the game against Man United, we started with a back four, didn't we? And obviously we got, to use the pun, mauled in the first 30 minutes. And obviously we switched to a back five and looked better for it. So I'm not surprised it was a back five, because I think Chelsea certainly are at least as good as what Man United are. I know Man United had their problems, but Chelsea, you got to remember, I think, in fact, here's a stat for you, actually. It's because of how well we did. That's the first time in the Premier League at Stamford Bridge in 2025 that Chelsea have lost when they haven't gone down to 10 men. So, and speaking of Halloween, and by the way, just to spoil everyone's Halloween horrors, Newcastle are 2-0 up, unfortunately. So, off Spurs. There you go. But yes, no, I'm not surprised that was the lineup. I felt we were going to have to compact the midfield and sort of make it really difficult for Chelsea to break us down. But I'm sure we'll talk about the game later on. But yeah, I mean, you've got to say that's fair play to the Brees and fair play to the players, because the tactics worked a treat.
Yeah. Wayne, going a goal down within the first 5 minutes, nightmare scenario, right?
Well, didn't we say last week, the one thing what you don't want to do in the game is concede an early goal, and that's exactly what we went and did.
I thought we were in for a drumming as soon as it happened.
I thought the same. I thought once we conceded an early goal, and just the way they got the goal by Reinaldo with a sloppy pass, with a sloppy bit of control, it broke Trey Humes out of position. He's caught up the pitch, and I don't know what to blame McQuailey too much, because I think it just happened that quick. But I think he could have gotten out the Garnacho a bit quicker. But he gets past him a step over, and it's shot and it's through Roos's legs. It's 1-0, and you think, oh, here we go. It's going to be a long afternoon. But to be fair to the lads, we dug in and went in with them, didn't we? We opened the game up, and what a performance and what a comeback. But when you're going to go down at their place, you're thinking you're in for a drubbing. But thankfully, it didn't turn out that way.
Yeah. Was Hume to blame, Conrad?
Yeah, I thought he was a little far out of position for the first 4 minutes, to be all that way. There we go. See, we've all given up now.
Green face paint might have been the shout.
When I'm seeing the mask constantly moving and talking, I couldn't take Wayne seriously.
We could have green screened anything there and got away with it, actually. I thought he was a little bit far upfield at that point, and then obviously that sort of diagonal ball through, which allowed Garnacho really to sort of get his run. And it was a case of Mukiele was playing more of a centre back. He wasn't really sort of trying to force him out wide. He was just trying to. And he was very quick, and like you say, he got his shot away quickly. And yes, probably, but 4 minutes into a game, we're talking about how we're setting up. We'd been absolutely dominant in that first 4 minutes. I was listening to your commentary, Mike, and it was like, Jesus, how many are we going to score today? You know, no wonder they're pushing this high up the pitch. And to be fair, Hume's normally quite far advanced anyway when we've got the ball. So I think it was just the quick transition from Chelsea caught us out, because in fairness, it was the only time they did catch us out all game. And weirdly, it settled us down, I think, to go, all right, well, we're not concerned about conceding anymore. We've done it. Let's just carry on with exactly what we were going to do anyway.
Michael, did your head go into your hands? Did you think it was all over with that first goal?
Wouldn't go as far as all over, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't ideal, was it? I think I can't really imagine that any of us would have looked at that when we went 1-0 down. If someone said to you when Garnacho scored, oh, by the way, someone's going to win this 2-1, you go, well, what Halloween level crack cocaine drug substances are you giving me here to try and convince me that is going to happen? So yes, look, I think when we went 1-0 down, I did think Chelsea cut us open too easily, personally. But I did think it was. I thought to myself when Ballard missed the. I'll come back on, Colin. I'm sure of it. But yeah, when we went 1-0 down, I think it reminded me of the fact, when sometimes in the Prem you don't take your big chances, you end up getting punished. And obviously Ballard had that header, which was a really big chance about minutes before Garnacho scored. So when Garnacho did put Chelsea ahead, I was like, oh no, this is going to. Like Wayne said, I think I was fearing that it was going to be a very long afternoon.
Yeah, I just felt like Hume was well behind the play. I kind of blamed him in the moment, but it was the way we played all game. Somebody just said it was against the run of play. We were attacking, weren't we?
It was, but if you noticed in that first 5 minutes, I think that was the way we set up. Because when we had the ball, that seems to be the modern day now. Trey Hume was virtually pushing into midfield, and he was like in centre midfield to make the extra body in midfield, and we just got caught out. It was Ryan though. That poor bit of control which gave them the ball, that's where it came from. Trey Hume, we were pushing forward and he thought we were going to be on the break and we get caught out. It's just one of them things.
It was their first mistakes and only mistakes of the game, Hume and Reinildo. And like you say, I think we were just caught out more than it was like sloppiness from, sort of like he's mistimed it. They've given it quickly and Hume's already out of position for it there. Apart from that, I thought they're outstanding, really, them two.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the comments before we go on to the next goal. I can't remember who scored it, but I'm sure Conrad will remember.
Was it Wilson Isidore?
James Bowen says, I love Chelsea boss said his team talk and game plan went out the window because he'd watched every game this season and we thought we threw a curveball by playing 5 at the back.
What is this trend of managers, by the way? Slot's doing it as well. It's like, they didn't play how we thought they were going to do. How dare they change their tactics to try and beat us?
Wow. It's like,
if that's how we win the Premier League by Reggie Lebree being a tinkerman, I'm quite happy.
Exactly.
It's like they almost go like, oh no, Sunderland are allowed to change formation. We did not see that coming.
It's a bit like we don't all just play the same way and just go, well, they're better at it. You've got to, like Sam Allardyce used to say, you've got to try and find a way to win football matches. And we clearly learnt from Man United that's not the way to start a game and win football matches. And we've executed that in this game.
Did you realise that Conrad said that while he had a Mandalorian helmet next to him? Go, Man United away. This is not the way. Chelsea away.
Man United is not the way. Chelsea away is the way.
This is the way.
Well, I mean, for me, that's bad management from Maresca because
it is.
If he watched our games, he'd have saw we switch to a back 5 against United after half an hour. And if I'd be him, you'd think, well, they're coming to our place. We're a top 6 team. They might set up with a back 5. It's common sense. So I think that's poor on his part.
Yeah, it's
definitely.
Just and then Liverpool are suffering from it right now. Well, like 6 games in a row, they're losing.
Yeah. James Bowens also says, I thought they scored too early. They thought it's a cakewalk here, boys, and we knuckled down and never gave up, which is a great point. Probably giving them a bit too much false confidence then. Didn't think Star Wars would split the room on Midweek Mackems, says Steve Chappell.
Wait till we get on to politics and religion.
That's it. All coming up.
Let's not go there, Conrad.
I think RBL told Hume to be high up as part of the midfield, but exposed the centre-backs in wide areas. Xhaka was organising what RBL wanted when they were waiting to restart, and Xhaka was vital through that whole thing, you could just tell.
There was a clip on, I don't know if it was that access all areas, when we went 1-0 down, it literally cut to Xhaka putting the ball back on the centre circle, and he was just like, you're here, you're doing right, you're doing it. And it was just, he didn't shut up for about 30 seconds while Chelsea was still off celebrating, and everyone was like, okay, we've got it. You know. I didn't read that.
Colin's high on the roasting game tonight, isn't he?
I've got me walking sticks behind us. I'm fine.
Sorry, Colin says, I keep forgetting we're on Spotify as well. Colin says, Wayne, put you back now, you look like a pimp from the 70s. He's took his mask
you look like,
off
is it the Godfather from WWF? You know, where's your hose? Hoe train.
So, yeah, I mean, the second goal. Let's go on to the second goal because...
Who scored it, Mike?
Isidore scored it.
Can I just
just about Isidore scored it.
Wait. No. Before you go on to it, I put this meme on just for you there. You know, when you have my ender, you know, that's how you hold that L right there. That's how you do that one. Okay, right. Carry on. You can. Can I just
touch on the first goal? I don't know whether you've seen it, but all of these sour Chelsea fans were actually complaining about there being a foul throw from Nordy. I mean, fucking hell.
Oh, really?
Aye. There were stills and clips and saying it shouldn't have counted. He's had 1 foot off the floor and it was a foul throw. I was like, really?
No, do you have to be 1-0 down? I am not okay with this.
what is it like? No, he went 1-0 down. He goes, I take this personally.
It feels like he does. It really does, because he's the best Sunderland player of all time.
Oh no, I got it. Nordy, when people say throw-ins aren't fashionable anymore, I take that extremely personally.
Yeah, exactly.
On that point, Wayne, I'm sorry, I don't know if anybody else noticed, right? I probably noticed more because I've managed like Saturday and Sunday league teams like at very low levels. The refs pull every single foul throw. They don't get pulled in the Premier League. People do it all the time.
Wasn't
There's
a foul
constant
throw?
Foul throws.
He had both feet on the floor when he released the ball.
I was going to say it wasn't even a foul throw.
No.
Yeah, but I think it's because he was releasing it past his head. It was down here when he released it.
Oh well, boo-hoo Chelsea.
I really don't care because none of them get called in the Premier League.
I was going to say it's like boo-hoo Chelsea. Here's one defended there. You know.
Can you imagine if they introduced VAR for throw-ins?
Throw-ins.
Don't tempt them. Don't tempt them.
The game would be like a 2-3 hour long game every single time. But the goal itself, it was it Traore? No, was it Traore?
Yeah, Traore ran on. Yeah.
So it was Traore's shot initially, which came with some power. But I mean, Isidore just redirected it. But when it went to slow motion, when it showed you like close up. How do his legs bend like that? He's just rubber, man, isn't he? So, Conrad, talk us through the goal from you.
Gladly. Because and the person who had the best view in the ground, I imagine, was Mayenda on the bench. You know, I thought I'd probably love it. No, I will stop that. I was just amazed how quickly he reacted, because before I even realised the ball was bouncing back towards him, he was already moving his leg towards prodding it in. No one else had even reacted to it at that moment. I think, did it hit Reynaldo? I don't know if it was actually going in at that moment, but because they were all on the line anyway, there was no worry of offsides, and he does what all good strikers should do, which is he's just in the right place just to prod it home, poacher's goal, if you will, because all his other ones have been a completely sort of different array of finishes this season, whereas that one is the one you sort of think maybe might not have suited him, but he was there and on hand to tap it in. Is that 4 this season for him? 4 in 9 this season in the Premier League?
As he tried to see after the game, a fox in the hole.
Yeah, fox in the hole. Did you see the one as well where they went, where are you in the table? And he went 4th, 5th, and they went 2nd. He went 2nd?
I love
nice,
that. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. I like Talby's attitude in that one. Afterwards, he was just like, we're not 2nd.
No.
Got 38 games to get through. I was like, all right. Chill out, but I like it.
Also, all right, Talby. He's assuming are you trying to prove Mike's point literally that he thinks we're going to get European football next year?
Yeah, he took his mask off and it was Mike.
Well, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take you guys to start having faith in me. It's I mean, Chelsea was the one I was worried about, and my pessimism was a.
So, Mike, what would you do then? Let's be really delusional for a second. Imagine what would you do if we finished like 10th or something, but we won the FA Cup? Then you're going, well, we've still got Europe. It's just a
I'd-
different way of getting it.
I'd still be happy, but that's not going to happen. It's you know.
We're going to finish
Then
sixth
we're
and win
saying
the
we're not
FA
gonna win
Cup.
the FA Cup.
I no.
And beat the Mags in the final just to top it off. Go on. Why not?
We're gonna do terrible in all the cup runs. Is my prediction. I don't want us to, but that's my prediction.
So your
for that
prediction
one.
for both Timeway derbies?
Well, no, we'll go into that when it comes closer to the time.
Oh,
Let's
okay,
save
all
them.
right,
Let's save
okay.
them for the good times. But yeah, I've been winding up the Newcastle fan that sits behind me at work constantly. So, yeah. Anyway, it was a great goal. Wayne, what do you think? Well, it's a proper goal poacher's goal, isn't it? I got Darren Bent vibes. The fact it was right on the line.
Do you know what? It's one of them where we know these long throws this season are back in fashion, and every time we get one, there's kind of an excitement now around Nordy. Just throw it in the box, and to be fair, to Traore was there to have the shot on goal, but like a good striker is, he's there on the spot to tuck it in, and that's what I was a bit worried about with Isidore this season, because I thought he might struggle for them type of goals, but he was in the right place, and he said himself as a number 9, that's where he needs to be. So I've seen a different player this season. I thought he would struggle this season, but he really has shocked me this year. He's a confidence player, as we know, and he's hit the ground running, and now he's on fire, isn't he, really? So I'm just hoping it continues and keep being in the right spot for them sort of goals, because them type of goals, you might get 5 or 6 of them a season if you just get yourself in there and you're in the right spot. But you are right though, Rubberman. I don't know how he bent his body and it happened that quick to get a foot on the ball.
Yeah, but it worked. Michael, what did you think of the goal?
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those like sort of classic stabs home from close range, wasn't it? Really, but you've got to be. Isidore's got to be quick to anticipate the flight of the ball, because you know, obviously the throw-in goes in, Chelsea head it out, and Traore has a shot, doesn't he? But then it sort of ricochets off one of their men and falls towards Isidore. That's his first goal away from home this season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was. So, you know, I think that was quite critical at that point, because it wasn't that. It was, what was it, 15 minutes or so after Chelsea went 1-0 up? So,
yeah, I think 18 minutes or so, was the goal
something like
time.
that, yeah. So to get that, it was quite important really to get back into the game as quickly as we did, because, you know, obviously it's an interesting one really, because obviously the way we set up, us getting level facilitated us reverting back to what we were doing. But obviously it wasn't like, but across the whole game, it wasn't like we were setting up just to sit and defend. We were actually trying to get forward as well. So, but yeah, no, as far as the goal's concerned, I think more than ever, you've just got to give Isidore all the credits. And I'll tell you something now, actually, that, well, I'll tell you what, I'll get on to my question straight away, just because it's kind of relevant here. So my question is, are you surprised at how well Isidore's adapted to the Premier League? Well, Conrad's going to say no, but the other two, you know, are you surprised at how well Isidore has adapted to the Prem? And what I mean is, not in terms of goal scoring, but in terms of his general play as well, because there was times last season where that was maybe criticised a little bit.
I think he came into us as a potential Premier League player anyway, and it just set the stage for him. I mean, as much as I'm joke the banter side with Conrad, he's a really good player. He's just very unorthodox. He's not doing the same things you expect from a lot of strikers, but he is. He gets goals from it. He's not afraid to shoot, and it looks like the stage difference between the Championship and the Premier League has not fazed him whatsoever. So it's not. I genuinely think he's just took it in his stride, and he's just think, oh, I've gone from one English league to the other. It makes no difference. I'm still going to do what I do. That's my opinion.
He says it in a lovely French accent.
Yeah, that was my lovely French accent.
It's better than mine would be, I promise you. Sorry to put my question in there straight away, but it was just relevant. So I thought I'd ask
well, I actually thought he wouldn't translate over that well as a Premier League striker, because I was all for my end of starting the season for us and, you know, going from there. But he seems to operate better because we're not as dominant as we were in the Championship, where teams might sort of throw, especially last season, where teams throw up a bit of a low block against us or are a bit more compact and we couldn't quite break them down, which always seemed to struggle with towards the end of the season.
You mean the thing in the Premier League, there's more space to attack because teams go at us more?
Yeah, probably, or are willing to try things to go at it. So it's a bit like most teams will try and attack Sunderland this season. Not many are going to sit in against us, which is why probably Burnley wasn't his game when he came on and didn't do anything. But West Ham are chasing the game and he finds that space and he gets it there. Brentford had pushed forward, but we hit them quick on the counter. The quick transitions for us getting forward seem to really suit him, having quick shots and quick decisions and sort of quick firing. There was a stat before, sorry to bring it up, but I literally saved it to my phone to just piss off Mike even more. Top 5 league strikers' goals per 100 touches. So Haaland's a goal every 12 touches. Berkadat from Frankfurt, a goal every 8 touches. Isidore in third with a goal every 6 touches of the ball. So it shows how quickly, like, he's sort of like, I just get a shot, I get a ball and I shoot. I don't sort of wait around anymore. Like beforehand in the Championship, he might have been getting it further out. He wasn't doing it. But if you think of most of his goals, it's very quick, very like reactionary to this. And it was probably a side of him we didn't get to see that much last season, whereas it's clearly the forefront of his attacking play.
Yeah. Yeah. Wayne, do you want to answer any different for Michael's question?
I think, just to add to that, I think if you remember, we didn't actually buy him as a centre forward, did we? We bought him as he was kind of more of a left-hand side player, wasn't he? He kind of
he came on against Portsmouth on the wing, didn't he?
He did, and I just think the Premier League suits him better, suits his game. Like I've just been saying before, I thought he would struggle this season, but the Premier League, that bit extra space has just given the time, and he just took him like a duck to water. I know he's a confidence player, like I've just said, but I'm out of the moon with him. I really am, and now he's been linked with likes of Aston Villa and stuff. But it'll take some kind of move to get him out of here because he loves it here. I think he's just named his daughter's a Mackems, so I'm buzzing for him. I really am, and fair play to him because the 2 games before Chelsea, we didn't get him in the game. You know, he was just running around chasing shadows, wasn't he, for 2 games? And when he's getting a chance on Saturday, he's put it away, and that's a sign of a good striker. So fair play to him.
Remember his finish against Wolves was really good as well.
And
the other thing as well, he cost 3.3 million quid.
Aye.
No, I said that to someone the other day. We were talking about Newcastle fan was talking to me about how much money we spent, and I mentioned about Traore costing us like 2.5 million. He went, "Can you still buy players for 2.5 million?" I was a bit like, "Yeah, Isidore was only a little bit over it." Yeah.
You can buy players 2.5 million. Can you buy many good players for 2.5 million quid? Probably not.
Jury's still out on that one for me.
Well, to be fair, could you not say you could maybe get a really expensive loan deal?
Yeah, probably.
That still could count as one.
Yeah, true.
Our recruitment staff, their CV, they're going to be able to get any job after this season compared to what they spent on players and what we've done so far, especially when we hit Europe, of course.
Especially Bellingham, now that he's done crap at Dortmund.
Yeah. Well, now he's begging to come back, isn't he?
Well, apparently someone said they were rumoured Man United want to throw 40 million at him. I was like, if he's done crap, how is he more expensive now?
Conrad, don't complain. The more money that gets thrown at Job, the bigger the sell-on clause we get.
Yeah, we've got a sell-on clause, haven't we? So the more money we get,
15% sell-on we get.
Keep putting out like all the PR promotional stuff about how good he was for us, and sort of see if they buy into that.
Either that, or you buy him and just waive the buyback clause, not buyback clause, the sell-on clause, so you can just do it. Just get him for cheaper.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have him back.
Very, very quickly, though, to be fair, I did think Isidore, just because of his general play, and I thought in the Premier League, you get less time in the ball. I know it sounds weird because obviously teams in the Championship sit in the low block more against Sunderland because we should be expected to be among the top of the division. But in the Premier League, with how aggressive and how physical it is and how athletic it is, I was concerned about how Isidore would shape up, to be fair, in the Premier League. Because his goal-scoring records, I know there's the argument of him being a great scorer of great goals rather than a great goal scorer. I'm personally not a believer of that. I think he is a good goal scorer. He just went through a bit of a sticky patch before the playoffs last season. But in the Premier League, it's a different level, isn't it? So I think that fair play to the guy. I mean, what is it, 4 goals in 9 games? That's nearly a goal every 2 games. So
he almost got another goal against Chelsea early on. The left foot shot that went in the side net, and so he's getting in the positions to score goals, which is also good to see. You've still got to make the runs and keep on doing the hard graft, which he is doing. So fair play.
Can I just say as well, towards the back end of last season, Mayenda was the number 1 striker, and when Isidore was coming off the bench, we were either chasing the games, especially in the last 5 when we were losing them, or teams weren't coming out at us because we were already, job was already done. But that was kind of in like March. After that, we weren't playing very well and weren't getting results. The team would.
We weren't playing for anything after
for,
March,
were we? And teams were fighting for points anyway. So Isidore comes off the bench, doesn't get many, but it's because teams, like we said, were settled in. And now that teams are sort of willing to come out and attack. Again, if we ended up playing Burnley now, he probably doesn't score because Burnley's game is about being defensively solid and not giving away chances. I do worry a bit about when we come to Arsenal because they don't give away chances. I think they've only conceded 3 shots on target in the last 5-6 games or something I'd read. Like they don't give away chances, and this is exactly what Isidore's good at. But can we do it? We'll do that next week, though.
He's called the French Thierry Henry. So how fit would be to do it against Arsenal?
I don't know whether we're gonna bring this up later on, but I was gonna ask, what was your thoughts on Mark Guéhiou on Saturday for them? I thought he was non-existent. He never got a kick.
No.
I didn't rate him at all. I thought he was like okayish, but it was mainly he didn't really do anything. Mainly because I felt like Gertrude, Ballard, and who was the other one, Michele, I thought just marked him out of the game really well. In Guéhiou's defence, he was up against all 3 of them really. Chelsea didn't really get the ball to him very much at all.
No, he was taken out, but the 3 centre backs just had him, and because we had a man extra every time, it meant someone could step out to João Pedro every time as well. So through the middle, Chelsea offered very little really, and Pedro's not on a good run of form anyway at the minute. I'm sure it's like 8 goals, no goal contributions at all for him as well. So I think it's a bit like we knew that the striker wasn't going to be that much of an issue because 2 of them had played with him briefly and the other one hadn't, but we were like, okay, it'll be all right, we'll deal with this. Just saying that though, do you remember when Gertrude randomly just decided to spin on the ball and give it away for their like 1 chance in the first half?
Oh no, I was screaming at him. TV for that.
He wasn't the only one. Siddiqui had a moment in the second half where he was the like last man back and he ran towards the ball and he was easily getting there first and then just fucked off. Just let them have a 2-on-1. And I was like, I remember going like, what are you doing? But we got away with it. Like, I think he was just rope-a-doping them in to make them think they had a chance.
It's scary because them moments against top teams like that is when they punish you. But I'm not taking anything away from Chelsea's performance. I'm not going to say we won because they were terrible.
No,
it was end to end the game the way through. I mean, anybody want to pull out any key highlights before we get to the 3rd goal? Well, the only thing I want to mention is obviously Enzo Lafay's Spinner-Rooney.
I was going to say the Spinner-Rooney, the Spinner-Rooney,
breakdancing to
I spoke to a Chelsea fan called Don, and he was talking about how he can't stand Chalobah. Absolutely thinks he's a liability, and yet we closed him down like 3 or 4 times and robbed him of possession in all those ones. They had a different centre back. Go on, sorry, Michael.
No, sorry, no, but I was just going to make Tim's comment there. I was just going to highlight what I was going to say very briefly, where the money we got from Guéhiou being brought back effectively paid for probably the first instalment of Brian Broby's contract yet.
Probably, yeah, exactly.
To link onto the goal later. But sorry, go on. Talk about Enzo Lafay's Spinner-Rooney and how class it was.
He was just saying that Chalobah's no good. And then they took off, was it Achapom at one point?
Yeah, I thought he was playing quite well as well.
Yeah, I thought he was doing really well and was sort of limiting us going forward. As soon as they took him off and put on a different centre-back, it looked like a completely different game for us getting forward. I mean, you had Xhaka charging forward and the centre-backs were all over. You had that one there where Enzo's tackling the centre-backs, and then you had our goal as well when they were nowhere to be seen. Either way, they just lost it completely. But yeah, the Spinner-Rooney was a highlight. Or Trey Hume's 4 tackles in a row where the crowd celebrated every one of them like it was a goal. Loved that.
It did seem to step back up after that first goal, Trey Hume. But I mean, it worries me when it's a mistake that leads to a goal because we've already said before that we're concerned for his place in the squad because the amount of good defenders we've got now for them positions. So. Yeah, I mean, we'll jump on to the last goal then, because till the end, in typical current Sunderland form, we leave it till very last minute. Talby was brought on as a substitute, 68 minutes, something like that, around just before the 70th minute. It was just, so who wants to Wayne, talk us through the last goal?
Well, it's one of them when you get them dying stage of the game, you'll take a point all day, wouldn't you? You know, you've given them a game, you've opened the game up. The tactics from Regis Lebris were absolutely first class because you got in there. Most people expect us to just put the low block, sit behind the ball, and just try and catch them on the break. But we didn't. We went toe to toe with them, and we went end to end with them. That was what pleased me more. And at the end, Gertrude, he sees the chance. He sees Bobby making the run, and it's a hell of a tonight to punt downfield. But what a piece of centre forward play from Broby. It seemed to take like half an hour before he laid that ball off.
It looked like him too scared to tackle him, didn't it? It's like, what do we do here? There's a wall in the way.
To be fair, if you're a Chelsea supporter and you're Chelsea manager, you go mad at them two centre-halves. Yeah, you go mad at them two centre-halves because two of them could have easily just closed them down and forced them out wide and forced them out towards touchline. They didn't, and and Talby, to his credit, makes a great run and it's a great goal. But if you noticed when he shoots, I think Gertrude is actually in front of him, so it just shows you how fast he got up to catch him. So
and bear in mind, Gertrude played all game as well.
And it's his first game as well, to be fair. But when it guns in, I'm still on cloud 9. To be fair, I don't think I've come down yet. It's fantastic.
The hold up play, like Conrad just put the leaning tower on there. It was surreal. It seemed to be forever. Michael, what did you think was going on?
Well, funnily enough, actually, when I was watching the game, there was only 2 bits that I missed the whole match live, and it was both Sunderland's goals. Which was annoying because I was so nervous because the way I looked at it was I was so nervous. I was walking around to walk off some nervous energy because I was thinking, like what Wayne was saying before, the way around, like Wayne was saying before, I was just desperate for an 1-1 because I didn't see us scoring a winning goal because I thought we were sort of not sitting off because that's harsh, but we were sort of like protecting a point to a degree with what we had. And I thought, point at Chelsea, cracking result, you take it anyway, any day of the week. So as I was walking around, I was being so nervous, just desperate for the full-time whistle. But then I came back and saw the screen, and it said 1-2. and my immediate thought was, F off, F off, F off, F off, F off, F off. This is not happening. Don't tempt me with this whatsoever. And I was waiting for just VAR, just to the commentators just to go, and VAR has spotted a foul in the build-up and has stopped the goal. And then the first time I went properly mental was when the commentator said, and the goal stands.
Yeah.
So obviously at that point, then I was going absolutely nonsense. I was going absolutely nonsensical. But yeah, when you look at just the moment itself, when I look at it back, I can imagine what it must have been like to watch it live. Because obviously, I think there must have been Sunderland fans both watching it on a stream or in the away end going, Broby, why aren't you shooting? Have a crack at it. Go for it. But yeah, I mean, like you said, Broby's that good at holding the ball up that he could literally probably break down a low block on his own and just hold the building collapsing while other players run into it to go and profit off the block being broken. But I honestly, I mean, fair play to Broby for the impact and holding the ball up. Gertrude, after having played all game, to sprint up the pitch. And by the way, got to mention, very accurate ball from Gertrude to get to Broby in the first place as well. Mm-hmm. And fair play to Talby because he's gotten for me a little bit of unfair criticism in the last few weeks. Because we do remember, although he did well in the Champions League last year when he played, he's still adapting to a new league. And is the French league that is Club Brugge, that is Ligue 1 really better than the Premier League? No, I don't think it is. So he's having to adapt and learn from that. But this is what I kept on saying, that, if you want to buy wingers who are ready for now, an established club's going to come in for them over us. And 2, they're probably going to cost about 60, 70 million quid. So, but fair play to Talby. Really, really good finish. Really composed. And I can only imagine how much on cloud 9 everyone in that away end would have been. But like Wayne said, I've still not come down from the result yet.
But also to touch on that as well, when you see it, I think there was an angle where they zoomed right out. And again, if you're a Chelsea fan or a Chelsea manager, Caicedo and that in the midfield, there was no effort at all from them to track Talby's run, and all the money what they're worth. It just shows you lazy players. There was no effort at all to try and track his run, and it was shocking.
Yeah, it was all. Yeah, you're a Chelsea fan, you're fuming, aren't you?
Aye.
Yeah, definitely. Conrad, let's have your thoughts on the third goal.
Yeah, I agree with everything so far. Gertrude and Broby proving that they know exactly how to play with each other from their time at Ajax, when he knew the space was there and he went for it. I do have to say, when he first saw that he was running through, it did feel like, are they all running in slow motion? It didn't look fast. Do you know what I mean?
To catch up,
And it felt like he was doing such little movement. I was like, how is he moving? Like, and then I thought in my head, oh, it's going to be one of those strike things where he holds him off, but he's secretly wanting to turn and have a shot. It'd be blocked or whatever like that. He's going to be greedy on it because he's desperate to score.
Or we run towards the corner for a point.
Yeah, exactly. And I just thought that's, again, I wouldn't have blamed him at that point. I'd have been like, yeah, sound, do it, whatever. But he knew that I'm holding this up here. He looked up once, and like you said, Wayne, they had Caicedo in the middle. They had Fernandes. They had the fullbacks trying to get. First player on the scene is the one who hoofed the ball forward in Getreda getting forward, who draws the other centre back across. By the way, why one of them didn't try and prod the ball off of him? The other one's being held off by him. The other one's not. Walk over.
They're playing the mighty Sunderland. Come on.
I know, that's true. But
did you see
Getreda takes. Go on.
I was just going to say, did you see the view from our end? Because Xhaka celebrated before it went in.
Yeah, I've seen that one from the other end. Yeah, he's up in the air. He's bouncing on the stick, like going like, come on. Yeah, it was. So he's holding the ball up. Getreda pulls the defender away, and in doing so, Talby's then just gliding through, just unnoticed by, I think it was Caicedo. Oh, it was Reece James who sort of was the first one back for Chelsea, and just slotted in. It was so calm. Like, he could have easily just hit in hopes, but he went for placement on it, and it couldn't have gone much better. The celebration was cool, the shush, the slide. Yeah. And then I also kind of liked as well the fact that, weirdly, no one celebrated with Talby. They all sort of ran past him into the crowd, yeah. And then, like, you see Nordy come out of nowhere, do a knee slide, and just stand in front of the crowd, just going like this for ages. And then you cut to another angle, and Roofs did a knee slide in the Chelsea end for no reason. And the subs below, it was mental. And I think I was running around my living room going, oh my God, we've actually done it. Like, we've actually done it. And like, I hadn't even considered, because I was sitting there going, there's nothing this can possibly be. He's in his own half, but then, yeah, you've seen afterwards when, was it Hackett is going, well, he's offside because he stood there. Right. He's behind Reece James. So James is blocking the angle. It's not thingy, like they're both doing it. And, they're just trying to give anything they can to the big six and whatever.
I didn't have that moment you're talking about because I don't have the commentary on. I have no sound when I'm doing the commentary because them talking distracts me talking. So I didn't even know it was up for contention. So I was.
It wasn't. No, I don't think they did. It was very much they talked about it afterwards and sort of said, "Oh well, this is it wasn't the commentators on the game. It was literally one ex-FA chairman or something saying, well, it should have been offside because Gertrude's in the way." And it's like, you mean he's hidden behind Reece James, who's in the way? Like, if we're going to go that far, we're just going to allow no goals basically at this point here. But yeah, the underrated moment is Xhaka celebrating before it even goes in, really. Great moment, and one of those ones that's prompted us to relive every last minute goal we've scored at the moment.
You mean how many goals we've ever scored through till the end in 2025 already? We've been not far off double figures by the end of it. Just one thing I want to mention what Conrad said, and of course the dog picks now to pick up a plastic bottle and start moving around with it.
Better than the squeaky toy from last week.
No, right, give me that, Luna. There you go. Right, I shall try. Don't doubt her. Here we go. Yeah. See, now for those who are on Spotify, she's trying to get it onto the camera. And what I did love though was like what Conrad mentioned about Xhaka celebrating the goal before it even happened, and the way that all of us celebrated. How together does the team look? And I know that is such a simple thing, but you'd be amazed how much togetherness and effort should be given in football. But sadly, it's not.
Can I just say on that one though? You're right. Everyone's in it together. And this isn't a detraction as it's meant to sound like. Do you think Brobby is? Because he didn't run over. I
was just about to say that.
Very calm.
He stood by himself.
Yeah, and Rig went over and tried to celebrate with him, and he was very like, yeah, cool. And even at the end, when all the players are doing the wait, Brobby's just stood at the back going,
aye.
And can I just point out, to be fair though, even though you've said that, one of my mates was in the away end, and from what I think he said to me, that at full time Rig went over to Robbie apparently and went to push him towards the away fans as if to try and get him to go and celebrate it. So I don't know. Maybe you might be right. To be fair.
Maybe it's just him, and he's just a cool, calm customer, and just doesn't sort of doesn't give out that sort of vibe. It might just be that. But like everyone else, like who's played in Champions League and stuff like that is flinging themselves around in front of the away end and going, oh my God. Xhaka, who's been in like some of the biggest games in the world. And then you've got Bobby and he's sort of like, I know maybe it was his first moment. Maybe he's still not quite happy about not quite starting yet. We don't know. But it just felt a bit like, oh, why are you not like mental? But maybe that's just him.
Maybe he's just calm and collected and he just knows that
maybe.
we've got a wild,
and that certainly showed in the goal that he clearly was, because like we said, any striker could have just gone, no, I'm the striker, I'm going to turn and shoot. But he was calm enough to just take his time and do it, so it might just be just who he is.
Maybe he's just thinking there's a long way to go before we get the Champions League. So
this is it. Did you? I mean, just on there, well about Nordy. I mean, played for PSG, played with all these world class players, but he just gets it. He just gets the club, and even during the game, he's giving it this with the fans, and he's after the game, he's in the crowd with them all celebrating. And there was a caption on Instagram, I don't know whether you've seen it, where he's on his knees and I think he put a thing on
screen. See that.
He really like, all he was thinking was of how low we've been as fans the last 4 or 5 years, and to watch us celebrating like that at Chelsea was just a fantastic moment for us. And I thought, from a player of his experience, his quality, to be thinking of the fans like that's class.
But it's just another game in our easy start to the Premier League.
Well, of course.
So let's not get excited. We've had an easy run.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if you remember
9 easy teams out of 18 or 19.
If you remember, if you all remember the clip from Hot Fuzz where Simon Pegg goes, jog on, that's it.
I liked your intro to your review video, Michael, where you were pretty much slating the people that had been saying stuff about.
Oh yeah, well it's like, when they play anyone decent, they'll come crashing back down. Like, well, jog on, get lost. So, but and just to touch on the whole beating together again thing, like it's amazing how Nordy seems to get it. It's amazing how Xhaka as well, someone of his caliber, seems to, and they've been through the door not even 6 months.
Yeah,
and that's staggering in a really good way. That is absolutely staggering.
The chat's making a really good point on the Brobby situation. Brobby had a fairly traumatic year.
we do have to remember that.
He still has a lot of personal stuff going on. Maybe that's still in his head. And then Jimmy said maybe he feel less out because he was last minute. I think it's more likely to be the latter, where it's the stuff that's been going on in his personal life.
I don't doubt he's got the right characters around him in terms of the ones we've mentioned who can get that out of him. It just felt a bit like, oh, okay, cool. But like you say, I'd forgotten all that bit. So that might be.
But I mean, to be fair though, I think we've got a group that I think will want to make him feel included, and I think that'll do wonders for him.
It'll come with time as strikers find their own place and how regular and how often they get minutes and stuff like that.
And even aside from the personal stuff, he's settling into a new country as well.
Very true.
Let's get to the end of this and get through these comments before we move on, because we've
done
on the
50
comments minutes on the.
Sorry, mate. Very quickly. Do you know the comments? Just to interrupt again. Yeah, actually, it's about the comments. It's when the comment was the Mags saying we had easy fixtures. It doesn't bother me so much when they say it. The only thing that bothers me about the Mags is whenever any prospect of Sunderland and Europe, thanks very much for getting that on. When Sunderland and Europe get mentioned in the same sentence, they get infuriatingly and arrogantly entitled and snobbish over it. So I'm like, well, it's not reserved for Newcastle, But anyway, it's when I've seen fans of like Leeds say it or Burnley say it, where I'm like, hang on a minute, you two are promoted clubs as well, so why are you trying to put us down? But But that's been put. If we haven't played anyone decent before, we should have now. That narrative should be truly dead now.
I might be slowly becoming the most famous delusional Sunderland fan, but
if we
I'm still not as delusional as every other Magpie. So there we go. Let's go to the comments.
Just on the Mags, Mike. Before we got, how many games have we got before we play the Mags?
We got them on the
6th, is it? Everton, Arsenal, Fulham, Bournemouth, Liverpool, City.
Man City, then Newcastle.
Yeah,
we've got 6 games in a row, funnily enough, before we play the Mags.
I was just a scenario.
7 easy games coming then.
You've seen the stats.
21 points on the board,
You've seen the stats flying about that Xhaka and Siddiqui are both 2 yellow cards away from a suspension. What will be sod's law that they both get bookings and miss the Mags game?
If they were to get them before, if they were on 4 before the game before, I'd be sitting there like Mourinho going, like, when you get subbed, take your shirt off like get a yellow card.
Yeah.
And just
Make
sort of
sure
like,
you're
"Oh,
missing
yellow
Man
card,
City. We're
sorry,"
going to
yeah.
get battered there anyway. It's
Yeah,
fine. We'll
I
lose
would.
there
I'd be
anyway.
almost like I'd almost be saying we can't miss you for that game. So if you're gonna do something, do it against Liverpool.
You're missing
at
a
the
caveat,
latest.
Conrad. Diarra
Right.
could be back by then.
Yeah, Diarra could be back.
Come on. Jack will shout at me from somewhere if we carry on talking about anyone but Sunderland. So.
That's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
then.
We don't want to.
We
don't want to talk about them.
Are we going to keep talking so Wayne can put the mask on and pretend to be asleep when he's still here?
That's the plan.
Well, just quickly on the goal. I know Wayne and Mike were very happy with the goal, of course, but you both did have 1-1 in your prediction.
I've never been happy to be so wrong.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
yeah.
And I definitely and the moral of the story, I said 2-0 Chelsea, so don't listen to me at all. I'll
Back
keep doing
to the team every time, Michael, if this is what it does. You know?
Conrad, to be honest, I'll just keep doing reverse psychology every game.
Yeah.
And leave the room so we can score.
Yeah.
Right, let's get through the comments.
Comment.
Actually, you'll laugh at this. I've missed our last 3 goals. Even the second goal against Wolves, I went to the toilet.
So Jimmy I think he's just trying to wind me up saying, do we need to loan out Mienda? What do you think, Conrad? Obviously not.
No, obviously not.
Las Palmas Mackem. Wayne looks like Huggy Bear from Starsky and Hutch. There we go. We have got the poll on. There's only been 31 votes so far.
I didn't know there was a poll.
Over 100 of you in here.
I didn't either.
So you can vote who's got the best there. My gaffer is an Everton fan. He said we're going to turn them over. It's nice to know that teams fear us. Will be some transfer movement in January as we have took a loan out on the rest of our TV money. Has anyone read or
I've
heard
seen
about
that.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think it's common practice for Premier League teams to do that, so I've been reading.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember, we don't get the Prem money till next summer, do we?
We don't get the playoff money, till next summer,
No, that's fine. They're probably just trying to balance the books of what they've already spent.
Well, they're probably just taking advice off of what other teams do, and if they're all doing it, then yeah.
Was Guiu even mentioned by the commentary? I don't think so.
Yeah, he was when they started and they were listing the teams.
Well, during the game, was he listed in the commentary by Mike on Blackcast TV?
No.
They won't be listed by me.
Which commentary?
Mike's terrible at names. Even at the start of his commentary, he went, I don't know why I do this. Conrad's so much better at pronouncing names. And he was like, Cucurell and Casio in the midfield.
Yeah. It's like
honestly,
Achakubadom at the back for Chelsea.
How should we set up a channel? Well, what I'll do is I'll do this, that, and the other, and we'll put the dyslexic one in charge of commentary. Cheers.
When I do commentary, we lose. So
I'd rather win and mispronounce everything.
Exactly.
That's fine. Job wouldn't get into our team now anyway, says Gary Hall. James Bowen said he hit the side netting on Saturday, talking about Isidore, of course. Patrick said it was a real striker's performance by Brobby.
Yeah,
he obviously desperate to score first team. Normal strikers would have shot. He knows football. I respect that. He scored that goal too.
Scored tonight, though. Scored tonight.
Yep. True.
Yeah, I mean, he just knew that I was hovering over the Brobby clip to play if he had a scored. That's why he didn't do it. He held up.
It's justified if he scores.
I must say I was one of Hume's harshest critics last season. This season, he's really risen his game.
I said he would make the step up.
Yep,
I agree, though. But I still think when everybody's fit, he's the one that misses out.
Potentially,
he is, but he can perform at Prem level now, I think.
Well,
we win at Chelsea and Leeds content creators straight online talking about how well the 3 relegated clubs are doing this week before they are up in arms because Burnley won. That has been the best thing about this. I don't know about you guys, but watching all there's so many Chelsea channels out there, just watching their reactions. Conrad, you clipped me because one of the fans react.
The fans react TV got you on there just after the Chelsea fan going, "How dare you! How dare you! How dare you!" Walking around in his little pink shirt. Yeah, it was brilliant.
Miles of Sunderland says Talby has some pace. He definitely does. He uses it at the right time as well, which is key. That away end, in my experiences, was almost as good as Sheffield in the playoffs. A real family, like we all just won Euro Millions. Absolutely intense. It's great to see. Sorry if I don't get to your comments, guys. Just try and highlight them in capsules if you have questions. Some of them I'll star and we'll come back to later. I'm doing my best. Conrad, you should be starring stuff as well.
I'm on meme duty.
Right, okay, so let's get on to the middle segment before Wayne falls asleep as usual. I'll do my question first because it's a super quick one. It's just to test your knowledge a wee bit, and it's Halloween based because none of you did a Halloween based one. We have played 3 times on the 31st of October since 1990. Just 3 times on Halloween. Can you name 1, 2, or 3 of them fixtures?
I think I can name one of them. I think I can name one of them. I'm all right. Is one of them the 5-1 at St James's?
That is the 2010 one. Yes, it is.
Is there one after that?
Right, that's my. I only remember that because I think I remember someone mention it to us.
Is there one after that, or is that the most recent? No,
that's the most recent.
I'm no good. That's about
right. You two are going to have to take the reins over.
Encyclopedia took over that.
Is it by any chance
there's one the year before though, Conrad? So you should be.
Was it Newcastle again?
No, because they weren't in the league the year before.
That's right. Aye.
2009-10. Hang on then. So what?
Can I know if we were at home?
Was it a home game? Was it a home game or an away one?
Home game.
Was it Portsmouth?
Nope.
Everton?
Nope. Premier League.
Played...
To get.
Yeah, I know. No, Portsmouth were in the Premier League at that time. Come on.
Yeah, they were.
Jesus.
Okay,
no,
hang on. Was it Birmingham?
No, they weren't in the league at that point. They came up the year afterwards and got
Zigic.
This is
purposely difficult to Google for anyone.
Right,
Google
hang on.
just
Okay.
No. I can work this out. No, give me a sec. I can work this out because it was Bolton at the beginning, then it was Chelsea, then it was Blackburn, then it was
2-2 draw.
At home.
At home.
Hang on. 2009-10 Sunderland season. Let's have
Come on, put the board down. Okay, right, I'll give you all the clues I can give you. Obviously you know the date, 2009, 31st of October, at home, drew 2-2. One of the scorers for us was an own goal. So only one of our players.
It's not Villa. It's not Villa. 2-2 at home.
Ken Wynne-Jones got the other.
I don't know. Blackburn?
Oh, I've got him.
No, it wasn't. I can tell you, if you go through all the teams in that league, I'll start to tell you, then that's when I'll think about it. But
if you're starting alphabetically, start in reverse order.
Right, hang on. Who have we mentioned so far? So it's not Birmingham, it's not
Blackburn, and it's not Chelsea because they were in August. They were our first 2 home games of the season.
Manchester City?
It's not Bolton. No, it's not Man City. That was 1-1 in March. Ken Wynne-Jones did score in that one. It's not.
It's not Stoke because I remember
Might
that.
Be here a while if we do every one. It's not.
It's not Bolton.
Get the right one.
It's not Bolton because we won 4-0 in February with that one. We had a spell between like all October through till about February. We didn't win.
Am I going to guess? Wigan? Wigan at home?
No, it's not. And it's not.
It's not Wolves because we beat them 5-2.
Yes, Conrad! Yes, at the dying death.
Is that the one when Andy Reid's over the free kick and there's the
West Ham?
No. Hit it, you fat
Hitzlberger, whatever you pronounce it. He scored the own goal. Yeah, he scored the own goal and Ken Wynne-Jones scores. Right, very quickly, the last one was 1990. It was the 3rd round of the League Cup and it was away and we lost 6-0.
Bolton. Oh no, that was 3 years ago. Yeah. We were all there at that one.
What year was that?
Was it against a team currently in the Premier League?
1990. No.
Was it against a team currently in the Prem?
No.
Are they currently in the Championship?
I don't know where they are. I'll check.
Well, that's helpful.
I should do, but
in fairness, it's on. I've got it. It's not an own goal. That's what threw me off.
They're in the Championship now. Yes,
Richardson scored, and Kieran and Andy Reid. It wasn't an own goal. It was the one where Richardson ran into the net.
Andy Reid's volley.
I know Andy Reid's free kick.
Right,
we were
so
2-0 down.
We're a team that's currently in the Championship.
I've got Ken Wynne-Jones and Hilsberger.
Okay.
On here.
Right, what we'll do, guys, just go through the whole Championship table until we get it.
Right, quickly.
Right,
anyone?
Right.
No, you get 30 seconds. Anyone in the chat? Guess Championship team.
Portsmouth.
Coventry.
Middlesbrough.
Derby. It was Derby. It was Derby County. Derby County. There you go. That's
we got 2 out of 3. That's a good
2 out of 3.
In fairness, Michael knowing
the first one straight away.
Michael knowing that one. It's like that was ingrained in your mind there.
Unfortunately ingrained in your mind. But yeah, how weird is that though? It's only been them 3 fixtures. It's mad, isn't it? Anyway, right. Wayne, what have you got for us?
So I didn't do this week because it's a bit obvious and people can Google it. So who've played for both. This one is a little bit It's Sunderland Everton related, but it's called Who Am I? I'm going to give you clues, and you're going to guess the player.
Ooh.
Okay.
But they are Sunderland Everton related. You're probably getting them pretty straightforward. So
Nunes.
Clue one. I made my name at Wolves before joining Everton in 2006.
Lescott.
I'll keep giving you the clues. I won 2 consecutive Player of the Season awards at Goodison Park.
Lescott.
Man City signed me for 22 million.
Lescott.
Oh, I was Halloween-based Goulian Lescott. Well
Yeah.
Here's another one. I signed for David Moyes' Sunderland as part of the old band back together.
Yeah, very true.
Right, next one then. I made my senior debut for Preston North End in 1994.
Alan Brown.
I joined Sunderland in 1998 and became a regular under Peter Reid.
Ooh.
Alan Johnston.
After 4 seasons, I moved to Aston Villa and later joined Everton.
Oh, hang on. Is it Zinedine Kilban?
I earned 1 England cap in 2001.
No, it's not Zinedine Kilban. He's Irish. 1 England cap. Gavin McCann?
McCann, well done.
Oh, nice.
Zinedine Kilban was one I've got on my list, so we'll not do him.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean got McCann almost exactly the same time as you said it, so well played
Well
there.
done. Right, so next one. I came through Everton's academy and debuted as a teenager in 2006.
Bruni.
I was going to say, it's got to be Rooney, surely.
No, it was 2004.
Oh, no, hang on. Was it 2004 he debuted or something, wasn't it?
Known for my strength and hold-up play, I was often used as an impact forward.
Victor Anichebe.
I was just about to guess that.
Yeah, I joined Sunderland in 2016 under David Moyes and scored in the 3-0 win over Hull. I later moved to China after leaving Wearside.
Jack Rodwell.
We'll do one more. I began my career at Hartlepool before joining Liverpool.
Ooh.
The Pool derby.
Peter Crouch.
I played for Everton in the late 90s, scoring in Merseyside derbies.
Big Duncan Ferguson.
I joined Sunderland in 2000 and scored 8 league goals in his debut season.
Don Hutchison.
Well done. Well done.
There we go.
I get there in the end.
I wasn't, as it's Halloween, I was going to do Erling Haaland, but I changed my mind and didn't want to get there.
That's fast pace as well. I like that, Wayne. That's a good segment. That you should do that. That's fast pace. I like.
Just something a bit different.
Exactly. Keeps them guessing so they can't just go, bloody hell, I just looked up who played for Everton and Sunderland for the past week just to be ready.
I'll do one more.
To Google.
I've got one more that you'll probably get straight away. I was born in Johannesburg and started my career with Ajax Cape Town.
Heitinger.
I became a Goodison Park favourite for my creativity and work rate.
Stephen Pienaar.
Stephen Penis. Well done.
Yeah.
Jimmy said it at the same time. There you go.
Yeah.
Well done.
I know. Thing is, I was sitting there going, I'm naming them. They haven't both played for us, but you know what? I'm just like,
I reckon the regulars had a list of people that had played for Everton and Sunderland anyway, so they're just choosing them.
Right.
Superb. Conrad, what have you got for us?
It's another blind ranking. I know everyone loves them. So
go on, man.
Hang on, let me get my notepad out because I always lose track of who's where.
Oh, I've got it written down as well. So again, you three can decide and we'll take it from the comments as well. But it's all on Sunderland midfielders. Because from whenever.
The last century.
because there's that many, you can't try and pin me down into old Griggleby here at some point.
Is it 9? Is it 9 still?
10.
10.
Yeah.
We did 9 at one point.
Go on then. Let's hear them.
Right. So, number 1, Liam Bridcut, disciplined holding midfielder, joined Sunderland for around 2.5 million. Not clearly documented for all his competitive stats, apparently, which is a bit of a strange thing to have publicly on your profile, but okay.
8.
Can we have a number 11?
8, because there is worse.
Right,
there
okay.
is much worse. There is much worse. 8.
I'll probably, without knowing who's going to be next, I'm going to go 8. And the only reason I'm going to go as high as 8 is because his debut was excellent against the Mags. That's it.
That was his only ever.
That was his only
game he had.
To be fair, the other game I remember him being decent. I think we had Everton at home under Poyet. That following
But it's the only game that matters, lads.
Yeah.
Well,
Wasn't he the one-
true. Okay.
Wasn't he the one where we in a playoff and he had a penalty? He tried to do like a penalty, a chip.
I think so.
And
Wait, he stopped just before, didn't he? To take
Aye.
it?
No, that's
Yeah,
Jeff
yeah.
Whitley, isn't it? I think.
Oh, that's Whitley. I always get mixed up with them too.
Yeah. Jeff Whitley not on this list, I will say.
Yeah. He just said,
Just bear with me,
wait.
lads, while my camera's off. I'm just moving location in the house.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So
John, but so-
the chat are kind of saying 8 a lot. I'm seeing 8 a lot.
I would put it down.
We've got to play it safe on the first one. We can't just go extreme on the first one.
Okay. Number 2, Jordi Gomez, 39 appearances, 6 goals, arrived on a free, binned off after 1 season.
Signed from a championship club. I wonder
Didn't
why.
think he was that bad. He wasn't as bad as Bergkamp.
Penalty
so-
merchant.
Penalty merchant. I'm still going to put him in the bottom half. I think
7.
6 or 7. I think
We'll go
I
I've
don't
7.
think-
got
better than
6.
Bridcut, personally.
Someone's got 9.
We've got
No, I
6s and 9s.
I'll go 7, but only because I think there's going to be worse.
I
there.
think there's worse to come as well. I'm going to go 7.
Yeah. 7. All right, there we go. 7. We're
Okay,
settled.
Las Palmas Mackems, John Boy saying 7, so we'll go with that one. Jordi Gomez in at 7. So next on the list, Craig Gardner, leadership and dead ball specialist, joined Sunderland for around 6 million. Didn't know that. 81 Premier League appearances, 11 goals, 4 assists. Epitomised box to box midfielder.
I like
Gardner.
I liked him
I'm gonna say 4.
for the level we were at. I think
Yeah.
he was good. So, 4 or 5. I'm probably around 4 or 5. Michael,
I'd say probably 5. I actually think Craig Gardner was quite underrated personally.
I thought he was a good, decent player.
Yeah. I think he was one who actually could hit a ball quite well as well. Remember the goal he scored against Swansea? I think.
Can't
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
up with the chat. There's lots of 4s and 5s. Go on.
They're just
Wait, you
agreeing
call
as
it.
well.
You call
5.
it. What we'd 5. Okay.
Cool. Craig Gardner in at 5. Okay, so you've only had 5, 7, and 8 so far.
Yeah, I got him.
Cool. Number 4, Dean Whitehead, workhorse midfielder with high energy, joined Sunderland for approximately 150k, 185 league appearances, 13 goals. It says approximately.
I liked him. I thought he was
Captain as
decent.
well, wasn't he? Captain for a while as well.
He was,
My dad always said he had a big head.
There's a lot of good. There's a lot of good midfielders though as well, so we could get stumped either
Yeah.
way. I'd
Well, I'm
say
going to have to
4.
bow to your knowledge on this one, so you guys
You
take
don't
it.
know Dean
6.
Whitehead?
6. Michael,
We've got 6. We've got 4 or 6. for
Someone's
me.
put 3.
I thought he was. I liked him.
Well, I'm just trying to talk.
Craig Gardner's in at 5, so you can't have
3,
5.
4, 4.
Right, so what was
5,
it? Sorry, 4 or 6? I've got to decide
3,
between.
6, 6, 3, 5, 6. You're all over the place
Fine, I'll
today,
just-
chat.
Just go 6, just because I've heard
6.
that number quite a few times.
Okay,
Okay, right.
Dean Whitehead in at
I think
6.
we're gonna get shafted here. I've got
I would have put him higher, but
I
never
wouldn't
mind.
put it past Conrad for that.
I mean, yeah, you're hedging your bets because you've covered 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops, scooting baby,
we're starting to
driving me
get more and more
crazy.
extreme. Go on.
You've just
go
turned into steps doing 5, 6, 7, 8.
well, I was
So-
going to say, I mean,
5,
it depends.
6,
If we're
7,
going to have the likes of, if we're going to have the likes of Josh Scowen and George Dobson on this list, then, you know,
That's
we'll find out.
exactly what I'm thinking.
Okay,
Right,
number
go on.
5, Alex Ray, combative
Oh,
Scottish midfielder,
class.
tough tackling in return,
2 or
signed
3.
for
It's gotta be 2 or
750k
3.
in 96, 114 league appearances, 12 goals. I remember a
6.
winner away at Charlton.
Charlton,
6.
I think
2. I'm going 2. 2 or 3.
I'm going to say 3 or 4.
Score
we,
three,
both, we
then.
both said 3, so we'll say 3 then, yeah?
Alex Rea.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
gone
2,
through. I'd say
threes,
score 3.
3s,
So-
4s.
So I'll put you in at 3. You're halfway through. You've got 1, 2, 4, 9, and 10.
Oh, it's getting
Oh,
tricky.
God. This is literally going to be one extreme or the other, isn't it?
Okay. I have a feeling this might be an easy one for you, and I am leading you with that question, with that statement.
It's a
I
1
should
or a
say.
10, isn't it? It's a 1 or a 10.
Kevin Ball,
Oh,
club
well.
legend, vocal in
Oh, well.
midfield, more organisational and grit and flair. Fee details precede modern era. It writes here.
And just come back as ambassador.
Yeah.
1 for services to the club more than anything
I
else.
think 100% 1.
1.
What numbers are available?
1,
One,
2,
Doesn't
4,
matter.
9,
Nine,
10.
Oh yeah, well you both said 1 anyway. So
One,
yeah, it's okay. Fair
one,
enough.
one,
the
one,
chat is the
one,
first time they've been
one,
unanimous.
one.
One,
Someone
one.
said
Oh,
two.
SJ. SJ.
Do you know that'll be
standing
happy?
out.
You know what would happen, right? Everyone will say 1, and then
Put
suddenly
Jack,
Conrad says,
Jack is in there.
Just
Granite.
out of interest, SJ, who, if you're putting him at 2, who do you think is going to be higher than him? Just
I
out
was
of
just about to
interest, you
mention
can type
because
that in.
if you're putting Kevin Ball at number 2, sorry, number 1. I know Conrad will probably go and Granite Xhaka.
Xhaka
And then
is your
everyone's going,
five, is
oh
your five.
no.
I'd love to know how Steve got to 4. Oh, I
Yeah.
know how. It's because he's a Bolton fan. It's
Yeah.
fine. Don't worry about it. It's all right. That's
Right.
fine. That's fine.
Number
David helps you,
seven.
mate. By the way, I don't like Wigan, so you know you're the way bigger club. There you go.
Someone in the
Tete.
I should have put Matete in. I really should have done. Yeah.
Well, remember
10,
Wigan
yeah.
away.
Yeah. So number 7, Claudio Reyna, classic American
Oh,
playmaker,
class.
signed for 4 million for Sunderland.
Number 2, got to be number
Injury
2.
cut his
Two.
seasons short. So
Fair
Claudio
Love Reyna. Love Reyna.
Do the chat agree with 2 for Claudio Reyna?
Well, he's either 2 or 4, but I would definitely put him at
2,
2.
3, 4.
Well, he did play as number 4.
He did.
2,
Hey,
2, 2.
SJ didn't put an name, just said I'm hedging my bets
4.
in case you name a better player.
2, 5. I mean,
5 taken, Stephen.
I know, but it's Reyna. And I mean, I suppose you had to grow up watching it and stuff like that. It's different, isn't it, right? Go on then.
Okay.
What are we
Number
up to? We've
9.
got 4, 9, and 10
10.
left.
I hope there's some shit coming.
It better be. if he's half decent right now, he's going in 4.
Yeah. Number 9, Stefan Schwarz, 67
Oh.
matches, 3 goals, and he's not allowed in space.
Schwartz got to be 40.
We're going to really condemn 2 players here. Are you sure?
I bet Bolo's in and comes up next. Just you watch.
I will say central midfielders.
Oh, well.
4. Everyone's saying 4. We can't go 9 with him.
Can
I
do
will
it.
say, if we're putting Schwartz at number 4, and then someone like Granit Xhaka or Jordan Henderson comes into this, then I'm like,
we apologise to the last 2 players, but we can't put Schwartz.
the
down
last
at
2
9
players
and
will
10.
probably
3
never
weeks in a
ever
row
watch
now.
or listen to this.
And you've got away with it, so I'm all right now that you've actually messed up a bit here. Okay, so
Oh, I knew it.
Go on then, here we go.
number 9, Yanam Villa.
Oh.
Oh,
And you've only got 9 or 10.
It's got to
he's
be
got to
9.
be 9 then.
Just go 10 just for the fact that Martin Bain and David Moyes didn't think it was worth signing him permanently.
Oh, don't. I hate that day. Number 10, this was more of a bamboozling one, but number 10.
Hang
would
on,
have been-
can you use them, Villiers? He's a lone player.
Yeah, he's played in central midfield for
Nice.
us, yeah.
Go on,
All right, sorry, Lee
I mean, see
Catmull.
that, Mike. You know, if we had to include Will Grigg we had to include Will Grigg last week, so why not include that in
Yeah,
this
I'm
week?
not. I'm just trying to escape.
Yeah.
Go on. Who's
Oh,
10?
okay, I see.
So, number 10.
Josh Scowen.
I tried to be very clever with this one because we didn't sign him as a midfielder, but he did end up playing as a midfielder. Has anyone got any guesses on who that could be?
We didn't sign him as a midfielder, but he ended up playing in midfield.
Yeah, majority of
Depends
midfielder, defensive midfielder for us, actually.
Let me think. What position did we sign him as?
Must have been
Striker.
centre-half. Striker.
So we signed him as a striker, and he ends up playing. Sounds like our version of Joe Linton.
Number 10 is Dwight York.
Oh, Dwight York.
That's fine. He can go at 10.
Number
I don't
10.
mind that. I don't
Hey, he
mind
was class
Yorkie
for
at
us in
10.
defensive midfield, I thought. He controlled games.
but he
Dwight
was
York.
78-year-old when he signed,
Yeah.
so...
Okay, so just to read back your list, you've got number 1, Kevin Ball, 2, Claudio Reyna, 3, Alex Ray, 4, Stefan Schwarz, 5, Craig Gardner, 16, Whitehead, 7, Jordi Gomez, 8, Liam Bridcut, 9, Yanam Villa, and 10, Dwight York. So
Told you Liam Bridcut should have been
Yeah.
10.
So really, I think one of them's horrific. And the rest, I'm sort of going. I think Dwight York should be a bit further up, but I'm not going to argue.
Dwight
to the
York
hill
should
about
be definitely above Gomez and all.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we played
Yeah,
it
that's
too
what
safe
Bridcut
at the
above
start.
Gomez,
We
like.
played it too safe at the start.
You hedged your bets right in the middle, and
did.
went from
We
there.
did. Well
But if
done,
you want-
Conrad.
I'll take
Well,
out
out of
Yanam
3.
Villa, and you can have a Catamol in at number 9.
Changing crisis there. Nobody's commenting. I'm totally with you there. Totally with you.
Well, that's it. The thing is, I could do this again next week with the same with another load of midfielders because there's that many of them.
Oh. Can 09 be on everyone you do, whether it's striker,
He's
midfield,
I mean,
Goalkeeper.
technically, yeah, you could say
Oh,
right back,
goalkeeper.
centre back, midfield, yeah.
And you see,
Next week,
SJ's
rate
right.
Sunderland's 10 best ball boys.
SJ's right. He said you all messed up putting ball at number 1. You should have hedged your bets.
No, I would still on that list. Ball would still be number 1,
he would
and
have been-
Rayner would still be number 2.
You'd
I'm
have put
happy
him
with
at
1 and 2.
You'd have put him at 2 if you'd have done it, which then meant Rayner or Schwartz would have had to go in 1 or 4. You'd have probably ended up doing really. Like you wouldn't have probably risked waiting for the last 2 to go.
No,
Is it
I'm
a 1
happy
or a
with them
10?
too. I'm happy with
Wall
that
would
1
still
and
be
2.
my number 1.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Rayner would still be my number 2. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Anyway, sorry, MV. It's your own fault. You should have signed. So there we go.
I think he tried to.
Yeah,
Right,
he was
there's
at the airport, he was
Emma
desperate to
saying
do
goodnight.
it. It was just us that wouldn't do it.
On that note, night
Yeah.
all. Bye,
Night, Emma.
Bye,
See you, Emma.
we
Wayne's
won't-
going to bed soon when we quickly talk Everton.
Yes, let's do that now. Let's quickly go on to Everton, which after that last performance we should be turning over. But hate to say it, as Sunderland fans, we never count our chickens and all that. But it's Monday. First thing I want to say, it's Monday night football. I've not missed
Monday night football.
being on a Monday
Oh,
night.
wow.
I mean, yeah. It's
Here's
not
one.
the
Here's
same
one. So
atmosphere.
here's one then for Mike since he's brought it up. Can you remember the last game we played on Monday? We did play a game on Monday night in 20. Actually, sorry, not including Easter. We played a game on a Monday this calendar year. You remember which game it was?
No.
This is only because it's me who remembers this, and I'm sad. And
I don't.
Conrad's face
This
is really
is
funny.
this is. I've got my Rain
Conrad
Man,
should
so
know
I
that.
don't-
Is it Sheffield United on
Nope.
New Year's Day? No.
No, nope.
I'm trying to think it's somewhere because out of the ordinary we wouldn't play.
It is an
Championship
away
game.
game, if that makes it a bit easier.
Jimmy Paddy says Leeds. That might be a good shout.
No.
Okay,
that
there's
wasn't a
2
Monday.
then. I missed that out. No, that
Was
wasn't
that a
what I thinking
Monday?
of.
I don't think that was a Monday.
That was a
it?
Monday night. I had forgotten about that, but
Oh.
yes, that was moved to a Monday. But there was another one. It was a couple of
Don't
weeks
know
before Leeds, actually. Let's just say okay. Let's say
Really?
they are second in the championship at the moment.
Middlesbrough.
Middlesbrough.
Yes,
Huh?
that was one when Lefay kept skinning Ailing
Oh,
repeatedly.
the
over and over again on the wing.
own goal winner.
Yep.
There we go.
Nice one.
Right, where were we?
Everton Monday Night Football.
Everton Monday Night Football. Terrible. Hate it. Right. I suppose the quick question round the table is, what would you change? Would you start with the team that we ended with, or would you start with the same team? Do we go back to 4 at the back? What's your thoughts? Wayne, you first.
Yeah, I think you'd probably switch to a back 4 again. Question is, who do we leave out? Does he push Geertruida in the midfield? I don't know. It's a difficult one, but I would go back to a back 4. I don't rate Everton, to be fair. I think I watched them. Was it Tottenham that played on Monday, wasn't it? And their defence is terrible. I don't rate Tarkowski. I don't rate Michael Keane. They've got no pace. Without Jack Grealish, he's carried them from what I've seen so far this season. So for me, I would definitely go back to a back 4 and attack them, because I think they're there for the taking. I didn't fear them at all. They might be slightly better away from home than what they have been at the new stadium, but we should be targeting 3 points for me. But I would go back to back 4. In regards to the formation and who misses out, it's a difficult one, because it's hard for to drop anybody. Probably, if anybody, I would probably like to see Talby come in for Traore, and then maybe push Geertruida into midfield.
Yeah, Changing Crisis just said Talby has to start.
Aye.
Conrad, would you make changes? What would your starting lineup look like against Everton?
Well, weirdly, I kind of agree. I want Talby to start because I think he's doing really well. But I'm going to bring up your points about Isidore at the start. I think he's actually doing better coming off the bench and impacting games, really. And, because against Wolves, he drove us on for that one. He's obviously scored the winner on this one, and he gave us a few more chances against Man United as well when he came on. I agree with what you said. Grealish is a danger man, but so is Ndai for them.
Yeah.
He's an absolute, he's a level above them as well, and he'll be trouble. Weirdly, I almost wouldn't be bothered if we did play a 5, because they have a few, like 2 or 3 floaty attacking midfielders, and
Dewsbury Hall, another one who kind of
drifts around and that, and then you've got Gardner sitting at the edge of it, all ready to shoot from distance. So I wouldn't be opposed to playing a back 5, but in terms of it, when we get forward, it's a 3, just to try and get us through it there. But like you say, you don't want to go that defensive at home, but I'm just trying to think of how do we nullify that sort of creativity, which they do have, and that flair, but their striker is also not the best, shall we say. I think he's all right, but he's not a Grealish, he's not a Ndai, he's not, they could do better, is what I'm trying to say. He has his moments. But I agree, their defence is shaky. So I think if we need to get at them really, rather than we don't want to give them too much respect and go, maybe we got to be careful. We want to sit off. We need to have a go at them. And I really want us to win because I fucking hate David Moyes. This is the first time he's come back. And like Mike said, I think on last week's one, I want him to cry. Like, I want him to absolutely hate. I want to see his post-match interview, him going mental about decision. I want the scummiest win we've ever had, just so that he can bitch and moan about it. I want it where it's like the ball was out.
I want him to foul throw it directly into the net.
I want it where, like, we take the ball out of the stadium this side, they're all looking, and we sneak in the other side with the ball and like run in and put it in the net, and they're like, never went out of play, and they let us have it, that sort of thing.
Trey Hume's just constantly smashing Jack Grealish every time he gets near the ball.
Trey Hume is probably the one, if we did drop to a 4, I would drop out, only because I think Hume sometimes dives in too quickly. And against someone like Grealish and against someone like Ndai, is either going to give away a lot of fouls, which gives them opportunity to get into the box, or he's going to get skinned. I think it's probably a game where you want Mukiele or you want Gertruda to try and marshal it in a bit of a better way. And that's probably similar for Arsenal as well, is what I'm thinking. And I'd like Gertruda to get a run ready for that tougher game the week after. But I'm going to stay with we'll stick with the back three, but I think that's, I don't know, they're not going to do it at home probably, but it's what I would probably do, just to try and make sure that we cover for all avenues that they sort of floaty attack at us from.
Yeah. Michael, any different from what the lads have said here?
I think Isidore drops out my end of stars. No, not quite. I wouldn't be surprised whatever formation we sort of go with, because obviously whether we're at home or away or not, regardless of the opponent, Lebris always does it to set up to counter the opposition we're playing. So to me, I think, Everton, I don't think Everton are personally a bad team. I think personally it's, obviously Ndai and Grealish are probably their main sort of threats. Obviously Dewsbury Hall in the midfield I do like, but I also reckon if we're going to stick with the back five, I think it would probably be Gertruda who probably drops out and probably Alderete comes in with.
If he's allowed to play, if he's cleared.
Well, that's assuming, of course, if Alderete is fine, that does add a different conversation. If Alderete is not 100%, then you kind of stick with what you've got, really, assuming we want to stick with the back three. Got to remember, like I've said, and I've said it before, the back three is not necessarily a negative formation. It just depends on how it's utilised and how it's used. So if you had the same back three of, say, Gertruda, Michele and Ballard, let's assume Alderete is not in the picture, then you could have, who'd you have as wing backs? Talby as a wing back and Guillaume maybe as one of them. Although I do get Conrad's point that Grealish, what he's very good at is drawing players to him and winning fouls. So that's where
I worry about that with Reynildo and with Hume on the other side. Reynildo loves to play.
See, that's what I mean. We've been used to
that. Reynildo can, because against Chelsea a few times, Reynildo tucked in as a left and Hume was bombing on as the extra man. So it still was a 4 in essence, really, with them. So you could see it still being that and that. But then when we're in the defensive side of it, we slot back in.
But that's it, because it could be when you have the ball, it's one formation, and when you don't have it, it's another one. So my gut says I think we go back to a 4, and I think it would be... It's hard, this one. I think it would probably be Hume, Michele, Ballard, and Reynildo. I think that would be the back 4, and I think the midfield would be Sadiki and Xhaka, and then we probably put... I wouldn't be surprised to see Lafayette in the 10, and Talby's out wide, and then Traore maybe on the right, but it wouldn't be one where they're rigid in a formation. It's one where they kind of like interchange constantly, and obviously Isidore up front. But I generally, so a roundabout long way of saying, I wouldn't be surprised if we play with a back 4 or a back 3. I could see Lebris genuinely doing either.
You could see the 4 with Gertruda moving into the midfield, and Sadiki gets a bit more of a free roll license to press higher up. Like he did against Chelsea towards the end.
That's a good point from Richard, by the way. Yeah, with Romeo Mienda playing against, I can't remember who the hell it is we're playing in the
Anderlecht won it.
Sorry?
Yeah.
That was Anderlecht or something. We played in the
Yeah,
21s.
in the under-21s games. Yeah, if they're playing there, then I'd be very surprised if either of them started. But then again, it's Wednesday to Monday is nearly a full week, pretty much,
Monday,
isn't it?
well, plenty of time. I think we'll probably need to double up on. We'll probably double up on Grealish and try to double up on Ndai as well. So we'll probably need, if we go to it's the two wings have got to track back. Lafia did a cracking job at tracking back at the weekend, and it'll be a case of either Traore or Talby who would track back the most. So who would probably decide to put in?
True.
Traore was actually, I thought, was better against Chelsea. It's his best game for us, and was a lot more sensible in his distribution of the ball. I worry that if we have a bit more of the ball against Everton, we'll see the more Wolves side of Traore passing coming out. So we'll see.
SJ says, "What's our record like on Monday football? Does anyone know that?"
I put it in ChatGPT.
Well, in seriously, if you look at this calendar year, what is it? We've won one and lost one, but that was in the Championship. So I'm guessing SJ means the Premier League. So in which case, I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually,
we'll let Conrad look into that. Go on, sorry, Michael.
Well, I was just going to say the last time we played Everton at home in the Prem was a Monday night game.
3-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, Lukaku hat trick, unfortunately. So, we'll see what happens there.
He also said, "Does Alderete come back in?"
I think if he's fit, he starts.
Yeah, I think so as well.
He gives that balance, doesn't he? In the back, he's a left-sided player. He's left-footed, so I think he would come straight back in.
Yeah. John Rosenbreyer says, "I'm with you, Conrad Moyes, absolutely a loser. And when he was at Sunderland, gave up before we kicked the ball."
I never forgave him for that Middlesbrough game. 2-1 loss.
Wayne did the Hugh and I thing. John Wayne did the Hugh and I thing. He literally should have just gone, "So I am a bellend. I tipped Sunderland to go down after 2 games. I also managed them at the time I said this."
Yeah, it was just that. I mean, I thought this first game against Man City away, we were unlucky not to draw, and we played really well. And it was just a Poxy own goal in the 92nd minute, and that was it. And then you thought, all right, against Middlesbrough, we should be okay. And we were awful. And he put Van Aanholt on, who should have been starting anyway, who scored towards the end. And he came out in his post-match interview and went, "Well, it is likely we're going to be relegated." It's like, you can't say that 2 games into a 38-game season when we've actually just nearly outdone Pep Guardiola's City the week before. And I think everyone just felt down and flat after that. It just off from the start.
The thing for me, though, is the fact he took over a team that, with Allardyce, I think it was at the 6 months at the end of the last season, we only lost like 4 of the last 19 or whatever it was. So, yeah, but I mean, don't get us. I mean, I have to admit, ever since he has left Sunderland in general, Moyes has done well, but I will never forgive him for the pathetic way in which we went down.
Me neither.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's going to be totally different receptions, by the way, because,
Pickford.
I think because obviously Pickford as well. Is this the first time we've come up against Pickford since he's
It is.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. So you'll probably have, "Boo, get him, Pickford."
Yeah, he'll get like a Henderson thing, yeah.
Changing Crisis said, "Is Adringer done at this club?
Injured.
Didn't make the match
That
day
was a
squad."
precaution, according to Phil Smith.
He's injured,
Yeah, there we go.
I think it's like when Luke O'Nien started for us and didn't quite get in the team at the beginning, and he's sort of having to sort of help him sort of really settle in and sort of get what it's about, I think. So I think we'll see him later on. But there might have been a minor injury, but I really do think Luke O'Nien's trying to really help with him.
Yeah, probably.
So do you think we go at this game like we went to Chelsea, all out attack from the first 5 minutes? We've got to, right? We can't sit back with a team at home like this.
I wouldn't say all out attack. No, because that's when we get caught out by Grealish and Ndai, and it'll just be our luck that means that Beto scores against us. So
that's it. I mean, you've just beat Chelsea away. You've just now got to keep your feet on the ground and don't get overconfident and think, "Oh, it's Everton, we'll go and smash them," because come back and bite you on the arse. But I don't think Lebrie or Jacques will let us do that. But you just got to be cautious and
same with Nordy. He won't allow that to happen. No.
The lots of the team are very grounded with stuff like that. It looks good. So I mean, in efforts to wrap this up for Wayne's bedtime, let's have score predictions, and we'll go to you first, Conrad.
I think 2-1 Sunderland.
2-1 Sunderland. Gary Hoyle would agree with you. He got his prediction in early in the chat, saying 2-1 Sunderland. Wayne?
I think we're going to batter David Moyes. I'm going to go for 3-0 to us.
Do you know he's just talked about being
Nice.
cautious?
Overconfident,
Just
and
gone for a 3-0 Sunderland win.
As I said that, I thought, what a
Mike's
tit.
rubbing off on you.
No,
Mike's
it's
doing
just
what
the way
on
I'm
him?
sat.
I said, what a tit. As I said that, right, I'm going to go for 3-0.
Sorry, Michael can't get over me rubbing off on you, Wayne.
Well, you are
Doesn't
about
know-
us.
Doesn't know about the night we spent together last year, Wayne.
You
When
just
I stayed at
squashed the
your
hat.
house.
I mean,
It doesn't help that
I mean,
Mike
I take the 3-0.
Mike's above Wayne in this as well. You know.
Yeah. I'd take the 3-0 like when Sam Allardyce beat him and we stayed up. That sort of dominant
Oh, yeah.
3-0 where it didn't matter.
Van
if
Aanholt
by
come
that
out
second half.
No.
come out of retirement for what the one game.
Nordy scores 2 goals.
Yeah,
Right.
oh, love it.
Michael Bowers, your prediction?
Okay, since I'm good at reverse psychology, I'll go 1-0.
Oh, no.
Good shout,
SJ agrees with you in the chat.
But the thing is, because I think the slight concern I've got is I think we're going to underestimate Everton because we're just beating Chelsea, and I think that I stand by that Everton are not a bad team. I know that obviously they're not as good as what Chelsea are, but I just also think the Moyes thing, I don't know, and for some reason I could just see Pickford having the game of his life, and I don't know why.
I hope you're as wrong as you were last week.
That's exactly what I'm hoping for as well, Mike.
I'm gonna say, right, here we
4-0
go.
Sunderland.
I've got to go bigger than Wayne. He did 3-0. He's done a me. He stole my score. 5-1 to Sunderland.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
5-1. 5-1. What a game. I'll see you
hopefully
next
it's
week
Moyes
when I
Piers
look
at 10
even
o'clock.
more smug.
You mean you give them 1? That's
I give them 1. They're going to score first. That's the irony. Anyway,
Hang on.
Gerard's
Let
gone.
me just take.
3.
Let me take this clip time. 1:30. Idiot prediction.
This backfired on you last time, Conrad.
did,
This
yeah, it
backfired
did,
on you last time.
actually. Yeah,
Patrick, 2-0. John Swinney, 2-0. Sean Thompson, 2-0. Bailey Montblanc, 3-0.
Oh,
John
Bailey
Rosenbrier,
Montblanc.
2-0.
You've just reminded me, Mike. So, obviously, when we do our 4 predictions as well, we take them in on the live streams and what have you. Bailey did join the leaderboard this week,
He
as
did.
well as 3 others, which I have updated. But John is in the way. Get out the way, John. Mike.
Oh, sorry, John. Get out of the way, John.
Get out the
Bailey,
way,
you're
John.
there. You're half cut off anyway, but you're there.
And get out the way, Banner, whatever you're doing, you know. But Dave Jackson, Bo Jimgles, Bailey, and Stephen Barber, they all joined the leaderboard with 2-1 wins over Chelsea. No one else got any points, so the leaderboard
should
is
get double
getting
points for predicting that.
I know, but we can't
Yeah,
even get
lovely.
past the bloody. I won't even fit you all on the screen soon. Do you know? It's
Do you want
just
to take
There's
off
that
the
many on the
screen now
leaderboard.
so I can carry on with the scores?
You were doing the buttons, but yeah, there you go.
John Rosenbraid 2-0, another clean sheet from me. James Bowens 3-0.
Just for you, that Mike. Yeah, just remember.
Conrad, hopefully you are putting that next week at David Moyes.
I'm trying to read you all out, guys. Sorry, I care about you. Conrad obviously doesn't care about you as much as me. Stephen Thornton 4-0. Paul Armstrong 2-0 to the lads.
4-0. You've just said 5-1.
I'm laughing at you.
All right, okay.
Stephen Hewitt says 2-0. Brobby to assist for the second again. Miles of Sunderland says 2-0. Steve says 2-0 to Sunderland. Miles Percival, I agree, Michael. A draw, 2-2. 5-1 you vaping CBD. Mike, all 5 goals from 80 minutes. 3 points to us. I don't do scores.
Kill the ruler.
Yeah.
I'm
Look, his
sorry,
hair's
guys.
almost trying to attack roofs there.
I'm trying to get us through this, and Conrad's just doing photo time. It's
I'm just
shocking.
doing
It's
memes.
shocking. What I haven't said throughout this, because I'm absolutely terrible at this presenting crap, is don't forget to go and check out Win and Only Fools and SAFC. Michael Bowers on Michael Bowers 541, and of course our channel, which is blackcats_TV. There's all of our details on there, and they'll all be in the comments and in the description afterwards as well. So make sure you, whichever channel you're watching on this evening, make sure you go and visit the other ones, show them some love. Conrad, any final thoughts and goodbyes for the wonderful audience? Over 100 people in here.
I've ran out of memes, but the only one I had, which was I thought was a really good one that we saw earlier on, which was 5 years between this, where we were 7th place in League One and now we're 4th in the Premier League, which is horrific because we were 2nd a few days ago. So sack the manager. This is unacceptable. But yeah, no, thank you for watching. Really does help us out. Like and subscribe to these two down here. It wouldn't be possible without them. Me and Mike talk shit. So, yeah, subscribe to them too.
Them two are much better YouTubers. We're riding their coattails as much as we can.
Stealing a living.
Wayne, any final thoughts and goodbyes from you?
Just a final one on Everton. I mean, I think because we've got that win at Chelsea, it might even take the pressure off the Everton game a little bit. If we'd lost against Chelsea, probably I'd have been a bit more pressure to get a result against Everton. But now we can be a bit more relaxed with getting three bonus points, if you like. So I think that'll help in the game on Saturday. But just to echo what Conrad said, thanks everybody for watching. Who was commenting, the crack in the comments is class, the banter's class. Love these three. Great doing these shows. And subscribe everybody and keep on enjoying and watching.
There we go.
And the helmet's
Thank you very much. Hang on. We're saying goodbyes.
Mike never left, Wayne. The helmet's been here the whole show.
Wow. Michael Bowers, any final thoughts and goodbyes from you?
Of course, it looks epic. That the Mandalorian helmet looks epic in the dark. No, as the others have said, love these guys.
Can it see, man?
Well done. That escalated quickly, didn't it? But yeah, well, as I said, either way, hopefully that's David Moyes. Hopefully he's not watching the goals we're putting past Everton, but we'll wait and see. No, thanks to everyone who's watched and commented and tuned in on Spotify. Much appreciated. And go on then. Since Conrad's got his mask back on, I will put the
Mike, put your mask back on for the end of the show. Oh, sorry, mate.
Oh, there you go.
On this front, we got 36 votes in the poll out of 100 here. You're so lazy. Can't believe most of you didn't vote. Wayne, you won with 67% of the votes, so well done, Wayne. I come in a respectable second place at 25%. Conrad, you're on 6%. And Michael, you're on 3%, but I think that's because
I'm amazed I got
Michael.
3%,
Michael, 4th place is all the fun of taking part, but you don't have to wait around for a medal.
I mean, Conrad, to be fair though, you say you're talking about 4th place. Look at where Sunderland are right now.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Currently, anyway.
There we go. Excellent. It's a good place to be. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us on Midweek Mackems, and we'll see you all next week for another one. Enjoy the song. Goodbye.
Got Conrad on the mic, got Bowers on the keys, got Wayne with the banter, and it's all about me. Woo! Midweek Mackems, your weekly dose of chaos. Midweek Mackems, we're back to take the crown. I know it's hard to get along with the league being so strong, but don't you worry now, just sit back and listen to the song. Midweek Mackems, your weekly dose of chaos. Midweek Mackems, where